Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about intuitive eating and how to do it. But before we begin, don't forget that if these type of videos are of interest to you, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified each time there's a new video, click on the notification button. Also, if there's any other subjects related to nutrition that you're interested in me doing a video on, make sure to put it in the comments section. Okay, so what is intuitive eating? I mean, most of us figure, okay, intuitive eating means I eat whatever I want. But there's actually more to intuitive eating than that. And intuitive eating is a very, very powerful practice that, that has a couple of pointers in order to make you successful in it. Because when we talk about intuitive eating, it doesn't mean just eat whatever you want whenever you want. It means really, really being connected to your body, to your mind, and to your emotions so that you can eat in a way that's powerful and connected to your health cues and your body cues. So the first thing you need to know in order to be an intuitive eater is that it's really important to start to become more in tune with your body's signals. Many of us have done diets or have never really honored our emotions. We might have lost our connection to our hunger cues from too many diets, starving ourselves, overeating. So really starting to follow your hunger. Now, if you're a person that tends to not eat, that means starting to give yourself more of a space and paying more attention to your body and saying, hey, am I hungry? I need to eat, and making that a priority. If you're a person that loves to eat and you're always, snacking and noshing, that would mean stopping and saying, hey, am I really hungry right now? And one way to know is sometimes we think we're hungry, but it's emotional hunger, it's boredom. So stop and ask yourself 2 or 3 times, am I hungry? Don't jump on food the first time you feel the hunger. Also begin to know the difference between hunger and thirst. Maybe you're just thirsty. Over time with intuitive eating, as you practice these skills, you become a lot better with them and you start to get to know what are true signals from your body. So following your hunger. And following your hunger also means following your satiation, knowing when you're full. Are you eating enough? Are you eating until you're full? Or are you eating too much? Does your stomach hurt? Are you having digestive issues after? Are you constipated? Do you have diarrhea? All of these are connected to how full we allow ourselves to be. I would say that being full means you no longer feel hungry, you're satisfied, you don't feel, unhappy or like you have to stop yourself, but at the same time, your stomach doesn't feel stuffed, doesn't feel uncomfortable. The next thing that's super important with intuitive eating, and I think this is one that we can all work on, is eating slowly. A lot of us don't chew our food. Many of us use really big spoons or really big portions, and we almost swallow our food. Or perhaps by the time we're eating, we're so hungry that we are not taking the time to really notice all the sensations of eating. And there's a couple reasons why this is so important. When you chew your food slowly, you allow your body to release the necessary enzymes to begin the digestive process in your mouth. You also give your body the appropriate signaling to give you satiation clues at the right time because you're taking your time. Usually it takes your body at least 10 to 15 minutes to even realize that it's starting to get food. So if you're a person that's finished eating within 10 minutes, you haven't even given your body the time to let you know if it's gotten to satiation or satisfaction or not. You've already just decided on your own without having a relationship with your body. Another reason it's important to chew your food properly is for your digestion. If you're not chewing your food, you are going to cause havoc on your digestion because you will be swallowing pieces that are too big, and your stomach and digestive enzymes in your stomach and different parts of your internal organs are going to need to work much harder to break down the food pieces. And farther on down the line, when you're eliminating them, they could get stuck. It could cause constipation or diarrhea. So really chewing your food slowly is important. And one of the ways to help you do this is to focus on your food. When you're eating, sit and look at it, smell it, make it visually nice to look at, make it enjoyable. Don't watch your phone and watch TV and completely ignore your food while you're eating, because if you do that, you're not gonna process your food, you're not gonna take the time. Another tip that really helps is every time you take a bite, put your fork or your spoon down in between bites. This will force you to take a breath between bites and to chew properly. I remember when I was teaching myself to chew slower, the first thing that I did is I actually counted out and made sure that I was chewing 30 times. And in the beginning, this was tedious and annoying and even, affected my pleasure. But very quickly, I would say within a day, I already started eating slower naturally, because I realized how fast I was eating and how much slower I needed to eat and how much I wasn't chewing my food. And I noticed the sensation of that food in my mouth, the difference between swallowing a whole piece of food and swallowing a piece of food that's already been completely chewed. Okay, the next thing about intuitive eating that's super important, and I don't know that we talk about it enough, but what's your value system? If you're somebody that really enjoys socializing around food and eating with your family and family holidays, if you choose a diet that's super restrictive and isn't going to allow you to do that, you're not going to be eating as the person you want to be anymore. You're not going to be an intuitive eater. So I really want to encourage you to be really honest with yourself about what are your values around eating. Do you love a good steak and that's something that you really enjoy and you don't want to let go of? Or maybe the flip side, maybe you're a true animal lover, and when you go grocery shopping and you've tried eating a lot more protein, that you haven't felt good about yourself. It's been hard for you mentally, it's been hard for your emotions because you don't like that. Really become in tune with who you truly are as you make your decisions about what to eat. And then in the moment, it will be easier for you to make food choices because you'll know what your value system is and what that is in relationship to food. Pay attention to how you feel after certain foods. Part of being an intuitive eater is being your own detective about what foods really work for me. If you adore ice cream, but then every time you eat ice cream, you get a stomachache at night, or you can't sleep, or let's say you get a headache, then be honest with yourself about that. Really notice that and make the connection so that you know what? Maybe I need to find an ice cream that's non-dairy. Maybe this amount of sugar is not working for me and I need to find a replacement that satisfies my urge or my hunger but doesn't harm me. Maybe, when you eat too much white bread, you get constipated. Pick up on those cues and notice what's really good for your body, because every one of us is different. A lot of us have gotten caught up in diets or listening to other people, even listening to how our parents told us to eat growing up. And that might not necessarily be what works for your individual body. Each of us has a completely unique genealogy, microbiology, and digestive makeup. So even though we have a lot in common, there are things that are unique to just us, and so your style of eating needs to be unique to just you. The next thing to do is to separate your feelings from food. A lot of us are emotional eaters or non-eaters. We stop eating when we're depressed. We overeat when we're sad or depressed to make us happy. And so part of the intuitive eating process is learning to distinguish emotions from your food, emotional hunger from physical hunger. So start really paying attention. If you say, I want a bag of chips, stop and think, okay, is that my stomach that's hungry? Have I felt hunger pains? Or is that, my mind that's depressed or sick of being at home wanting chips to give it some happiness? Or am I wanting a cup of coffee or an iced tea right now because I really feel that that's going to give me a pick-me-up? Or is it because I'm just bored and I want, and I want something to improve my mood? So really start noticing that. That will make a big difference for you. Be gentle on your body. A big part of intuitive eating is allowing yourself to be gentle on your body and to not get angry with yourself, not be so hard on yourself for a pound here or a pound there, not judge your particular body type. We're each born with a particular body type, whether we're really thin naturally, whether we're big boned. There's certain things that will never change about you no matter how much you try. So don't torture yourself. Love yourself for who you are and find a feeding style that really works gently on your body. Love food. Just like I want you to be gentle with your body, I want to encourage you to be gentle with food. Stop having a love-hate relationship with food, but see food for what it is. Food nourishes our body. Food fuels us. Food is a positive thing. And so really allowing ourselves to feel positively about food again. Same thing with exercise, having a gentle approach to exercise. Now, if you love to do marathons, that doesn't mean you should stop. Go for it. But if you're forcing yourself to jog because you think that that's what makes you lose more weight, and the whole time you're doing it, you're uncomfortable, you're in pain, you get injured a lot, don't do it. Find an exercise that honors your body, honors what you like, and that's caring and gentle to you. And finally, if you have any other food subjects that you're interested in, please do share it in the comments below and share with me any tips that you've picked up on that have really helped you have a better relationship with food and enjoy your eating more. Though we haven't talked about it as much in this video, being an intuitive eater also means eating foods that are really healthy and nourishing to your body. So trying to get rid of the processed foods and eating more real foods is a big part of the intuitive process as well. Click the subscribe button if you want more videos like this, and the notification bell if you want to be notified every time there's a new video about life coaching, about nutrition, or about spiritual coaching. Wishing you a blessed day.